Hi sweet friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Volta, I'm the artist behind Color Snack. In today's video, I'll share with you 3 watercolor supplies to get you started. So if you're brand new to watercolors and you're embarking on this journey and you're not sure where to get started in terms of the supplies, I will share with you my top 3 favorite watercolor supplies to get started. All right, so maybe you have stumbled upon a watercolor video tutorial, maybe it was one of mine, but you have this desire to start painting and you're not sure. There's so many watercolor supplies out there, so you're not sure where to get started. I wanted to create this short video specifically for you so that you know exactly the things to get so you can start painting right away. So I will share the number one and most important watercolor supply whenever you get started is the paper. It actually continues to be super important throughout your journey, but you can still create art with the cheapest of watercolor paints, but you need good paper for in order to have a good experience. So the brand that I recommend is Kanzen watercolor 140-pound paper. I use this a lot in my watercolor workshops, as well as when I do live painting and when I do some illustration work that I later scan. This paper is not the most expensive. It's not the best quality in terms of like it's not archival. So definitely, you know, if you want to paint in order to sell your art piece, you might want to invest in more expensive paper. But to get started, this brand is great because it has, so I buy actually super large sheets of this and then I tear them in half so that I can have smaller pieces of paper, and this allows me to just do a few little sketches without really getting in my head about it. So definitely make sure you invest in the right paper, because if you get, I mean, some other brands out there might be comparable, but this is just one that has been kind of very reliable for me over the years, so I definitely recommend it. And then as far as watercolor supplies, when I first started painting with watercolors, I started with one of these sets. And I know you might recognize it's one of those very student-friendly, beginner-friendly watercolor sets that you can find in Michael's, on Amazon, any other art supply store. But basically, the important thing here is that you have an array of colors. Whenever you're starting to paint, it can get overwhelming because you might think, oh, I have to study color theory, I have to know how to mix my colors, and that can be intimidating. Like, I'll be honest, I was intimidated at first as well. But when I saw an arrangement of all these colors that I already liked, this made it so much easier because I'm like, oh, I can just use this pink that's already mixed for me. So definitely recommend one of these. And then as far as brushes, one of the kind of beginner friendly brands is Princeton Snap. So this is the brush that I like to use a lot. Let's see here. I'll link to it in the description below, but basically this is a synthetic brush and it's really nice. In terms of quality, it's very sturdy, so even if you like press down on it a lot, it will still keep its point. And you can get this in different sizes, and I've played with a lot of them and I really enjoy them. So it's a very nice and affordable brand. So this is kind of, you know, a very quick video. So you got your watercolor paper, we got a palette, and we got a brush. I want to share 2 more bonus kind of art supplies that I think you might enjoy. And one of them is this water brush pen. So these come already, or I mean, they don't come with water. You buy it and then you fill it up with water. So you just unscrew it and then the way that it works. So this one, I did not take good care of it. So it's gotten a little bit frayed. But I will say this doesn't happen often. This is one of the very few ones that I think I just wasn't careful enough when I closed the lid and it made it look a little bit disheveled. But basically you would squeeze a little bit of, squeeze on the brush pen into color of choice, and then you would just like swirl the brush and start painting. And whenever you're ready to switch out to a different color, you would just grab a towel and wipe it off, and then grab a different color. Sometimes you might need to squeeze a little bit more to kind of to clean out the brush, the bristles. But other than that, you're good. You're good to go. And these are great to do whenever if you want to paint on location, if you're out with friends having brunch and you want to sketch, these are great. Whenever I do live painting, I'll grab these and have like 20 of them. And I'll fill them all with water so that it's very convenient for me to keep going and I don't have to worry about cleaning the water and all that stuff. And then the last watercolor supply that I want to share with you is this sketchbook. So this is a Stillman and Burn Alpha series. Let's see if I can show you. It's kind of hard to see here, but this sketchbook, especially this size, I really like. So I've used, I like that it's lightweight, because the covers are very soft, and then also you can open it up and kind of like bend the pages, and it takes some watercolor washes really nicely. So it's not like one of those very heavy duty watercolor sketchbooks, but it does work for like quick sketches, and it's just really fun to experiment and play with it. So there you have it. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I want to encourage you on your watercolor journey as much as I can, so I'm here for you. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel.